So we have our notes down for simile, okay? Yes, we're finishing that?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a mini lesson on similes, and after I go over that by modeling it for you, and then kind of practice together, then you're going to complete the back side of the worksheet that I'm going to give you, and you're going to turn that in for a grade, okay? You're going to basically do, and not basically, you are going to do exactly what we did on the front side, okay? So we're going to read the simile, we're going to figure out what it means, and what two things it's comparing, okay? And then that's what you're going to do on the back side. And you can always go back to the front and check, okay? Okay?
Whenever I thought of simile, I always thought of like, you know, like computer is to math, like you know the things that says something is to something and something is to something.
Analogy?
Those are analogies.
Yeah.
Those are different though. Those are a little different. Because these are not similar. You're thinking of synonyms. Okay. All right. So let's. I'm going to pass out the paper. I need to go over the learning goals. Sorry. So what your learning goal, Zendon? I need you looking over here. Ricardo. Okay. We're recording. Okay. Your learning goals. Okay. One is that you can figure out the meaning of the words and the phrases in this figurative language sentence, okay? That you're able to understand it. And then the other part of it is that you demonstrate understanding by telling me what it means, okay? You determine the meaning, but then you demonstrate that understanding by being able to do that, and demonstrate meaning show me, okay? But also, what two things did you figure out or use to figure out what the meaning was? Okay? Okay. All right, so I'm going to pass out the worksheet. I want your name, date, and period number in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to put it up under the dot cam right now. Okay, take one and pass it. Name, date, and period.
Thank you.
Okay. No, put that aside and keep it on top. Okay, so take it. Name, date, and period, please.
Can we close our book or
Yes, no, you can close it. Okay, name, date, period. All right, so at the top of our paper, it says similes. I have the definition for you right there. Okay, it says similes are a comparison of two unlike things using the words like or as. Okay, those are the key words. But again, I like to go to the beach is not a simile. So don't think that every time you see that word like or as, it's a simile. Okay, they're not always that way. So the first three I'm going to model for you. Okay, I'm going to think out loud. Okay, you're writing when I'm writing, that's fine. But I'm going to model it for you. Okay, this is kind of what you need to be thinking when you're doing this. All right, so the first one says, and actually let's talk about the directions really quick. So you're going to read each sentence below, determine or figure out, that's your context clue, and explain what each sentence means. List the two things that are being compared to show your understanding. Okay? Again, going back to the learning goal, that is what it is. That's what I'm asking you to show me, that you understand this. Okay? All right, so it says, my fingers are so cold, they feel like ice cubes. And sometimes they do. I'm like, I'm a vampire. Okay? Remember, I'm answering it. I'm answering it. So my fingers are so cold, they feel like ice cubes. Might be like lack of blood circulation, but so this means my fingers are very cold. Are freezing, are really cold. Okay? I'm going to underline really. Really cold. So I'm comparing two things in here. So I know that it's fingers. I can write my fingers. And ice cubes.
Okay, this is easy.
Fine. Okay, number two. On the stage, I feel like a bug sitting under a magnifying glass. Okay, so this means, man, I'm really nervous up here, okay? Or I have a lot of people looking at me. Now remember, I'm modeling this for you, okay? I am really nervous, and I have a lot of people looking at me, so that's what I'm going to write. So I am nervous and have people watching, might be a better word, watching me. And then it compares a person to a bug, oops, a bug under a magnifying glass. Okay, let's do this last one as a model. Remember, I'm just modeling it for you. So it says, Rachel's temper was as explosive as a volcano. Now another strategy that you could do, hands down, is that you could underline things. So it says, Rachel's temper was as explosive as a volcano. Okay? So you can kind of underline some key words in there. You know, you already are looking for that like and as. It's going to be comparing that. Okay? Now, if you know somebody that temper is like a volcano, what does a volcano do? They erupt. It erupts. Okay? So, a volcano erupts. So this person must be like, all of a sudden they get angry, and they are,
Like bipolar.
maybe, but maybe they're a little violent, okay? So this means Rachel,
Would that mean they go to anger management classes?
maybe. Okay guys, hold on. Rachel's temper is violent and sudden. Better watch out when she's around. Okay, so again, okay, Rachel's temper and a volcano. Can you go ahead and push pause and then we'll restart? Like the next part.